Have you ever wondered about how you need to prepare for the looming retirement crisis? If so, stay tuned for the next episode of All About FERS. Hi, I'm John Raleigh, certified financial planner with All About FERS, and today we're going to review and discuss the looming retirement crisis. We are in a unique time in our history in the United States. The amount of people retiring or preparing for retirement is at its highest levels. We're also seeing the generation that retired from 1970 to 1990 now coming to the end of their retirement and passing. So what have we learned? First, retirement is a lot longer than what it's planned for. For the generation of people that retired from 1970 to 1990, believe it or not, there was a common philosophy that you would retire at 65 and be dead by 75. Some of the reasons is that that generation had to deal with world wars, the Korean War, Vietnam War, high inflations of the 70s and 80s. They did not pay attention to health issues either. Smoking was common. There were a lot of factors that led to the thought they'd be dead by 75. That generation did find out that they could live into their 80s, 90s, and even the hundreds. For many, the plan for 10 years was inadequate to maintain their lifestyle through retirement. One saving grace for that generation was the widespread use of pensions, which helped those individuals maintain some dignity in retirement. The generation that retired in 2000 to 2010 in general had less access to pensions and had to rely on their savings. But the 10-year attitude was still there. They were told to save for themselves, but they had to live now since we did not know how long we were going to live. Their expenses went up. Their retirement savings were depleted at a faster rate. Now you add inflation into the situation, and those individuals had to either reduce their lifestyle or go back to work to maintain their lifestyle. Not the picture of retirement they had envisioned. So how do you set up your retirement so that the crisis does not affect you? First step, put a plan together and follow that plan. As a federal employee, make sure you have access and take advantage of the benefits you have. Your pension and TSP are great building blocks. Now, if you're in your 50s or 60s, start following your spending. And when you get a figure that's ideal for your retirement lifestyle, add 15 to 20% on top of it. Most people make the biggest mistake by underestimating what their expenses will be in retirement. Next, what are your income sources? What are the sources that you're comfortable with that are considered secure? How about your pension, withdrawals from your TSP, and other outside investments? These are great examples. How about Social Security? Do you consider that secure? Once you've identified them, trim 10 to 15% off of that figure due to expenses to income. Taxes are a great example. Is there a gap between your expenses that you've adjusted and your income that you've adjusted? If not, you're on a great track and continue to fine-tune your plan. It will only make it better. If you do have a gap, now's the time to start closing or eliminating that gap. Retirement is more than a financial milestone. It should offer you security, dignity, and celebration for your hard work, not the fear and anxiety of running out of money. Thanks for stopping by All About FERS, and until next time, happy planning.